Hello, how's everybody doing? I am here to do everybody's favorite video of the month, which is the monthly wrap-up. And this is my third attempt at making this video, so hopefully third time's the charm. But I did do quite a lot of work in my books this month, and I'm really excited to share with everybody. And I got this little guy in Berlin at one of those like touristy stores, and I just couldn't pass it up because he's so cute. And I decided I could keep track of my coloring in here. And to be honest, I found it very useful because I was just compiling all of my books, to have next to me to do this video. And I kept on forgetting about pages. So this came super handy because I was able to flip back and be like, oh, that's right, I forgot to mark this page. So let's take a look in here really quickly. And it's not as pretty as like a lot of other people's, journals or whatever. I just honestly wanted to keep a list. So I did, oh, you can't see, it's shiny, but I did 29 pages in 15 different books. And I do have to be honest that I did do a lot of color by number this month. I think it's because I was just so stressed out with like exams and such, and color by number is just so easy peasy and still so fun. But I figured maybe I could start off with the regular books and then work my way into the color by numbers. So if you're not a color by number fan, you could look at these guys. And the first book, or the first picture I worked on, was in this Disney Vitro book, and I will zoom out in a second as well so you can fully see it. But I have to be honest, this took a very long time to do because I was shading and I was trying to be really careful with the coloring of the characters because I wanted to look like the actual characters. Obviously you don't have to, but I chose to make them look like they did in the Disney cartoons. Oh, I should have mentioned this by Hatchet Heroes. This book is huge. It takes a long time. I ended up taking a little break because it was just taking me so long and I was getting a little frustrated with it. But I finally finished it. I think it took me like 2 months. Obviously not continuous coloring or anything. I took some time off and then I went back to it. And I'm glad I did it that way because I think I got to enjoy it more. So let me flip to the page that I did, and then we can zoom out so you can actually see everything. So here's a little preview, and then I will lift you up. So this is the page that I did. So obviously it's Beauty and the Beast. And I think it turned out really nicely. I really like it. Like I said, it took a very, very long time, but I love the combination of this like maroon red background with the greenish aqua border that I did. So I did do the characters first, and then I went in with the background because, sorry, I'm just trying to get as much of it into the view, because I wanted to look at what the characters would look like on the page first, and then sprinkle in the background and this border. I love it. I think it turned out so well. So I shaded every single piece. I think she's a little pale, but I tried to make her a little peachier, but I didn't do his shirt because it's white, and I thought about maybe shading a little bit with gray, but honestly I thought I would ruin it, just to be completely honest, so I just left it white. But yeah, this used up pretty much an entire yellow pencil, this like middle yellow. Used up a lot of it because it was used here, it was also used on him. So went through a lot of the yellow and a lot of the blue. I used my Arteza pencils for it, and I love it. I do want to do another picture in here. I've actually already marked off one. Let me see if I could find it. Of course, now I can't find it. But it was a Winnie the Pooh picture. Oh, there it is. So this is the next one I want to do. And I know it's going to take a long time, but I think it would actually take less time than the Beauty and the Beast one because I think these pieces are bigger. It's less detailed. And it has like all the characters. Like, look, a little piglet. So I'm super excited. I think that's going to be the next page I do in here. But I feel like I have to like work myself up to do to get to this book just because it is so time consuming. But I guess it's also like a nice project to have on the side. So that was my first book. The second book I worked in was the Rita Berman, the Autumn book. I have her summer book, which I'll actually talk about later, and then I got the fall one. And I love her books. Every time I mention them, I say that I love them, but I do. The first page I did was this, and I did this nice pear, and I just used glitter pens on it. So it's all super duper shiny. I don't know if you could be able to see that. It's very shiny. I just wanted something easy and relaxing to do, and I stuck to this color palette that I like quite a bit. It's just very autumn to me. And then I did do a little bit of shading with a pencil with a yellow. I don't know if it's my favorite. I know a lot of people use like distressings. I don't own those, so I just did a little bit of pencil shading. Yeah, because originally I didn't have anything in the background. It just looked a little too washed out. But yeah, so that was the first page. And the second page I actually finished up today. And it looks like this. And I'm very happy with this page. I like how it turned out. I just stuck again to very stereotypical fall, like reds, yellows, oranges. And then I just did a little, I guess, pop of color you can call with these berries here. They are 2 different shades of purple. I hope that's picking up. So I did Arteza pencils, and then I used 2 colored glitter pens, like a gold and a pinky one. I don't know if you could see it in here. It's also scattered around. And then I used 2 different purples for this berry, but that purple is not used anywhere else. And I really like how it turned out. It was a very quick one actually to do. But yeah, this book is beautiful. And yeah, you can see I finished it today. I definitely want to work on a couple more during the season. I will pick up her winter one. I want to collect them all. I know, typical, but but I'm not ready to pick up the winter one just yet. And then I also did work in the summer one. And this was actually a buddy color. And I felt really bad about this one. I reached out to Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Love last month, and I was the one who asked to do a buddy color, and then I ended up not doing it in the month that I asked. So I felt really bad. She finished hers. It was in her last monthly wrap up. It's beautiful, but I was just too overwhelmed with things last month. I just didn't get to it. But I did do it this month, and ours look very different. So mine looks like this, and I don't know if I love it. I don't hate it, but it's definitely not my favorite. So for the China, I wanted to go for the white and blue, like old school China, I guess. I don't know. I go to a good amount of flea markets, just like walk around, see what there is. And they have so many like little plates and cups with this white and blue, and I just think it's beautiful. But yeah, again, this is all Arteza pencils. I don't think there's any glitter pen in here. Yeah, I just think it's straight up pencil. I did do the shading in the background with pencils again. Again, the background I think personally ruined it for me. It's too orangey. I wanted a contrasting color to the blue and white. So I figured, I'll go the opposite on the color wheel. But it's just too orange, and I tried to add a little bit of like a browny gray color, but yeah. And I will link Jamie's video below as well, so you can check out hers. Hers is very different. She went for a very like vintage look, which I think is beautiful. But I have worked in this book before, so let me see if I can find another picture. So this book is really fun, and I definitely think you could still make a lot of these pictures work in the fall. Like something like this, I feel like could so be a fall picture. So yeah, and I did this, let's see, July, but this could definitely be also a fall picture. So yeah, just because a book says summer on it do not feel discouraged to work on it during other seasons. And then I worked in my little Winnie the Pooh book, and it is a Hatchet Heroes art therapy book. It's a French coloring book. And I just did one picture, and it looks like this. this was easy peasy lemon squeezy. It was such an easy picture to do, and it's just glitter pens. And then I had this sticker, and I just put the sticker in here because it didn't have anything in it, and I just felt like it was a little blank. So I just added the sticker. Does it really go with the colors? Nah, not really. But, you know, it's Piglet, so this book is really cute. And at first I was a little discouraged because it does have a lot of like pattern pages, like something like this. But I'm finding myself drawn to the pattern pages on the days that I just want easy coloring. So maybe if you enjoy easy coloring, but you don't really want to do color by number, something like this would be probably really nice. But yeah, like I said, like something like this, I guess is a pattern page as well, like this. So I'll continue working on this book, and it's very small. So it's like, it's the size of my hand. So it's very easy to do a picture. And then, to be honest, I even forgot I worked on this book, so thankfully I had that list. But this is a 70 Patterns adult coloring book by Aaliyah Fisher, Volume 1, and it was featured in my last monthly wrap-up. Sorry, and I did only do one page, which looks like this. I was trying out new markers, so I wanted to see how it would turn out. Wow, it looks very different on camera. I'm kind of shocked. So this is actually green. I'm so curious as to why it's coming off blue. This is actually green here. So my apologies. But yeah, it's definitely not my favorite color pattern or color scheme that I've done. But I wanted to test out these markers, and as you can see, they're streaky. So found that out. But yeah, this book is nice. It's one-sided. And this is one I did last month, and you can just get as fancy with it as you want. Let's see, what other ones did I do? Or I guess that's it. But yeah, this was also an Amazon purchase. And then from here, it's all going to be color by numbers. So I wanted to start off with my Disney Hatchet Heroes, like the color mystery. It's in French. But this is the second volume. And I did do a couple in here. Let me see if I can find my little tabbies here. I also ran out of little tabbies, so just like ripping up paper. It was a scene. But I did this picture here, which is obviously Snow White. And yeah, I used my cheap pencils on it. I mentioned this last month, or not last month, in one of my coloring videos, that I was having a hard time with these books because I find that markers seep through, right? So I have to use pencils because they are double-sided and I don't want to ruin pages. And somebody commented that I should use, what are they called? Like double, sorry, I'm actually looking at them because I own them. The Stadler double-ended, sorry, these guys. And I tried it, and I will show it to you. It's in one of these books, and it's still seeped through. So I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to ruin these pages, so I'll stick to doing pencils. So that was one of the pictures that I did. Here's another one. Good Old Monsters, Inc. And I had just watched the movie, and then I did this picture. And I think I've mentioned it before that I only color pictures in these books if I've actually seen the movie, or if I've like recently seen it. Just because, I don't know, it feels like cheating to me if I color something that I haven't watched. So then, I love this page. This was actually the first one that I did in this book. And it's Pooh, my favorite. Again, it's just pencils. Love this page. He's so handsome. And then, oh, here it is. So as I said, I tried a page with markers. And this is from the Incredibles. So I picked the last page in the book because I figured if I ruined the other side, it's not a big deal. So if you look at the other side, you could see that it's seeping through. So I don't feel comfortable doing something like this to one of the other pages. So I'll be just sticking to my pencils. But yeah, this book is so much fun. This is volume 2. And then I also have the most recent one, which is volume 8, and it came out in October. And I think I did 2 in here. Oh, sorry, hard to flip. So here's one of them, and this is one of the evil stepsisters from Cinderella. She's just having a bad day. You can tell she's having a bad day. Again, just pencils. And then the second one is this stud muffin. So this is from Rapunzel. You can even see her shoulder here. It took me like a minute to realize that. I was like, what is he sitting on? Like, what kind of weird rock is that? But then I was like, oh my God, it's Rapunzel's shoulder. So, very nice. He looks so serious. I love it. I think that's all. Yep, that's all from that book. And then I worked in 4 different Color Questopia books. This has definitely been a Color Questopia month for me. I fell in love with this company, and they just put out such nice books. And honestly, recently they've been like pumping these books out. So love that. So let's start off with this one. This is my newest one. I bought it the day it was released on Amazon because I follow them on Instagram, and they give like a little preview of this book, and I was like, I need it. So Fantasy Landscapes, Color by Number by Color Questopia. And ironically, I didn't even do a page from this book. I did one of the pages in the back that's like a preview for other books that they have. And that's because I did the autumn one. So, and this is from their book, Autumn. So I don't own this book, but I was really intrigued by this picture, and I figured it was seasonally appropriate. Also love the little squirrel, chipmunk, whatever. But this is also my first ever black background book, and I really like it because I hate doing the outlining, like all of this. I do it, but I hate it. So it's really nice to have the black outlining already done for you. So I thought about doing a full flip of this book on my channel, but the thing is, I don't know, I guess like some of them can be hard to see. I guess this one's easy to understand what it is, because I don't want to be showing pictures, let me see other ones, that you can't actually like understand what it is, you know? I guess you can kind of see what it is. I don't know, there's just, these are more detailed than usual, and the lines are very thick. So like, I'm afraid you can't really see what these pictures are. So I think I'll skip on doing a full flip unless somebody's very, very interested. But I'm excited to work on this book, in the actual book, not just the, the samples in the back. Then my second newest book from them, one that I did do a full flip of, is their fashion coloring book. And it's also, again, Color by Number by Color Questopia. I have mixed feelings about this book, so I was super duper excited to get it. I haven't colored anything fashion related since I was like 10, so you know, I was super pumped. However, and you will see what I'm talking about, the fashion choices in here are questionable. So I don't know if I am just an old fart at the age of 25, but like, I'm sorry, but she, like, this outfit, this color combination reminds me of one of those, like, parachutes you used to play with in elementary school. You know, you like run underneath it, then like run back out. I don't know. That's just the impression I immediately got. And this is even just like a warm-up. The next guy, look at it. I was floored. So I started doing the colors, and I double checked them because I was like, no. Like, I don't know. So like from here up, oops, sorry, hit the camera. From here up, he looks like a highlighter, right? From here down, guess who's getting ready to mow the lawn? Like, it's just such a weird combination, and I'm sorry if you like this look, but it's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, so not sure. I had a lot of fun coloring, but I was judging the entire time. And then the third picture, one that I actually like the outfit, is this pretty dress. Nice color blocking. And this was actually the first one that I did because I do these books from back to front. So this was the first one that I did, and I was like, oh my God, like, yes. I'm a fashion designer now, pretty much. And then I did Mr. Lawn Mowing Highlighter. So, but I'll definitely continue working this book. Like I said, Love Color Questopia. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh. Oh, this is very intricate on the coat. So this will be fun. I'm sure you'll be seeing it next month. And then a book that is well loved and has been on this channel very many times is The Love Pug, Color by Number from Color Questopia. This was actually my first book from them, and this started the obsession. I am almost done with it. I am so close to being done with this book. So this is page 4. I numbered my pages, so that means I still have 3 left in this book. But I did this cutie. I think he's so handsome, and it is the one on the front. Is it? Yeah, I think it's the one on the front. He's just so handsome. And then did this guy or girl, we don't know. And I think she's leaning on something, maybe a little blanket. And then we'll go to the next one. And this was actually a duplicate, so I started working on this, and I was like, why do I feel like I've already seen this picture? And that's because it's actually in this book twice. So I think that was a misprint. So I wonder if it's just my book or like the batch that my book was in, or if it's everybody's. But I didn't mind. I enjoyed it. And it actually looks different from the one I originally did because I pick my markers every single time. So yeah. And then we have this little gal. I think the background's a little dark, but I love the little sweater. I still have at least another one. Sorry. Have this one. And as you can see, the backgrounds sometimes are more intricate than other times. For me, it was a little Christmassy because I think this is Christmas decorations, but who knows? I'm just in that state of mind already. And then I believe this is the last one. Is this guy. So I like this book. The pages are just adorable. I mean, look at him. So handsome. And yeah, I only have 3 left. So I think I'll be finishing it this month. In November. I actually hope to have it done in October, but I got the other Color Questopia books and I got sidetracked. But this book is lovely, and I've honestly never seen anybody talk about this book, which is so shocking because there's so many dog lovers out there. You know, people talk about their dogs all the time, and they like color by number. So get this book, highly recommend, and it's really affordable. My 4th and final Color Questopia book is the Cactus. Oh, I said that weird. Cactus and Succulent coloring book. Again, Color Questopia. I did 2. So this is number 1. And am I the only one who thinks it's weird? This is cactus picture? No? Okay. I remember when I was younger, I did like a little drawing, and in the background, I drew a bookshelf. I'm just gonna flip to the next page as I tell my childhood story. So, and I drew this picture, and it had a bookshelf with books on the back. And for some reason, I was really worried that people would not understand that the thing that I drew on the bookshelf was a book. So on the book, I wrote book. And I remember showing it to my mother, and she was like, honey, like, who writes book on their books? And I was like, well, like, I don't know. I just want people to understand. So yeah. So when I saw this cactus picture, that's immediately what I thought of. But jokes on that situation, because there's so many things now that are sold. What is the name of that brand where they like make these like really beautiful like white mugs or plates, and they'll put like plate on it, you know? So I started the trend, not really, but and then I have one that is dots, waves, lines, and it's a Disney princess book. Amazon purchase. It's also been featured in, I think, last month's. But I finally finished this picture. It took a long time. Obviously, this is Rapunzel. I think this was part of my 6-hour coloring straight challenge, or not really a challenge, but and I just use Sharpies for these. and they're super duper relaxing. And then I did another one, and this is just the lines, and I always say this is Elsa. I've also recently watched Frozen for the first time. Haven't watched Frozen 2 yet, but it's on the list. And then finally, I did a spiral. I was just really in a spiral kind of mood. And again, it's Elsa. And if you're thinking of getting this book, I just have to be honest, they're very low on these spiral pictures. I think, so this is the second one I've done. Let's see, I've done another one. Yeah, I did this one, let's see, in September. This is The Little Mermaid. And then I wanted to do another spiral, so I kept on flipping through the book, and this is page 8 of, this is page 8. The next spiral was on page 33. So it's a little caught off guard that there's so little spirals. So if you're getting this book hoping to do a lot of spirals, maybe this is not the book for you. Let me see how many other spirals there are in here. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess they put them on back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, maybe I should take back my statement. 10, 11, 12. Okay, cool. So 90% of the book only has 2, and then the last 10% has 12. So I take back my statement. But this book is really fun, and I used to bring it with me to the beach because you only need 1 coloring supply. And then these 2 books have been featured, I think, every single month. They're adorable, color by number, they're small, and they are by Hatchet Heroes. And I have the baby animals and the cuties. I think I did 1 in each, so we can start off with this one. Like I said, I ran out of tabs, so old homework. I did the penguin page, and I actually did it in September, as you could see, but I ended up featuring it this month because I did my September wrap up really early last month. Not September. Yeah, September. Yeah, oh my goodness, sorry. I did the September wrap up really early, so everything else after I just featured in this. But yeah, I really liked it, and I did this in marker. Usually I do these in pencil. Let's see if I can find an older one here. So I usually just use my like low quality pencils, but I enjoyed using markers in here, and I think I will continue doing that. The pages are single-sided. And then the cuties, I also just did 1. And yeah, he is very handsome. And I just use pencils in here. I think I'm doing these in order, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm just doing these in order. So I'm currently on page 6, and there's a total of 50. So barely made a dent. But these books are adorable. Also, if you are somebody who travels and, you know, like, or you want to go to the beach, whatever, and you want to bring a book with you, these are wonderful because they're small and compact. And what I used to do is I would actually just pick out all these colors and like bundle them up and just toss them in my purse and bring them with me. So I know what colors I have, you know, I know what I need, and it works out really well. I don't know if I showed this page last month, did I? I don't know. I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, there it is. I think I did. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I've had so much fun coloring. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I think I haven't done a haul in a while, but at the same time, that's because I just really don't need any more coloring books. I want to. My wish list on Amazon is growing exponentially, but I will be getting some holiday books soon. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm forcing myself to wait. I'm so excited for Christmas. It's not even funny. You know, I'm already burning like Christmas candles and everything, but I am waiting to do the Christmas coloring because, I don't know, I just want to build up the anticipation. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Bye.